This is a showdown we've circled on the calendar as number one goes on the road to face a top 10 team. Welcome to Death Valley, the home field of the Clemson Tigers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Clemson Tigers. EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Kernstreet. Kurt, let's get right to the action.
These teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field. But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up fourth down and short.
That is a great job by this defense. The defensive line really taking control up front. I love how those linebackers flowed on that play. Nice tackle for a loss. It sets up the fourth down.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got it, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. The receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And the Sooners come to the line in a hurry-up. Tailback with another carry. Finds some space. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. I'm the offensive coordinator. I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
They'll run it here. And test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
The receiver makes the catch. He make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for his back. Makes a quick grab. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start with 25.
Job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to scramble. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Oh, what a grab! That gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Just trying to get rid of it. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. Second and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That play moves the ball across midfield, and he set it for the first down at the 41.
I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on, gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice gain.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
The quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's running out of time here. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. As with the quarter break, Kirk, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. offense trying to convert here on third down. They'll toss it to the right side. Playing more than enough for a first down. Sets them up at the 24.
It's a great toss play for the first down. One of the things I love about this play is you get the ball to the back's hands. Now you allow him to see the defense, kind of stretch the defense out, and then get north and south and pick up a first down.
Grab down the middle. It's strong. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is why running the football is so important. We run the ball, and when we go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Out left, complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
They face a third and short on the 9th play of this drive. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They're able to convert now in the first and goal at the 6.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Great job for the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw on third and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And 6 more points to the total. They slowed the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. Man, did they make that look easy.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He stopped at the 20.
I'm ready.
But that's good coverage there. some adjustments to get a stop. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. On the run, he'll let it go. The sophomore, a little bit too much air under that throw.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
Play action, looking to throw. Throws to the tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. The defense smothers him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The ball was converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a fourth down stop. The offense will take over in lost territory.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you've thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On the shotgun, it's a handoff, and they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They don't want to waste this good field position, but it's 3rd down and long. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab on the receiver. They bring it down at the 11, but it'll be 1st down from there.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
He escapes the pocket.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, we'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Ball handed off. Gets the first and still running. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back. Found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. But crank up the tempo here. The clock ticking down. Second down. Play fake, looking to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
When they don't make the completion here, the timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, you may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
He gets loose. They're able to move the sticks. Set up now, first down at the 34.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. The quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Looking to pass here on second down. On the move now. Pump over the middle. It's Winston. No shot to bring him down. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pass caught, can he get in? Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll try to run this one in. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
That's how you close a half off of this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Then it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Final 10 seconds of the half. It'll be first down. Fake, looking to throw. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to begin the second half. Kickoff right there to start from the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
And the same runner's got it again. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Moves out of the pocket. Ball deep down that right side. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
The back's got it. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's 2nd down. Throwing up play action. Fires it on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The big tight end would not be denied. What a play. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Clemson offense is back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air.
Way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then he can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
That massive play moves it across midfield to the plus 42. First down. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
It's an option look. Back's got it on the pitch. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Well, it wasn't necessarily pretty or a game changer, but those option plays are sometimes best used to just get enough to just get a first down. I think that was the thinking on this last play. The defense has to be more aware in these kind of situations.
Gets rid of it on the move. Good catch made on the sideline. That's enough for a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looking to scramble. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So, second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback keeps it here. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
Able to convert on third, sets up, first and goal, the 8.
Third down, condensed field, and this quarterback finds an opening and picks up a nice gain, and that'll set up a 1st and goal.
And the Tigers line it up with 1st and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Off the play fake on 1st down. He escapes the pocket. After the big loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and goal, backed up. Quarterback drops back. Defense is coming after him. Running out of time in the pocket. Grab made by the tight end. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
That completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
After a long drive, it's 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in or settle for 3? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Clemson. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
But they're putting up the touchdown. The kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Brooks. He's tackled just short of the 25. Set up at the 24. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down. He'll hand it off. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So 2nd and 10 here as they try to stay out of 3rd and long here in this tie game in the 3rd quarter. Looking for a gap. It's Winston. He's got the first and still going. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
We'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Sooners. And they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Last play of the quarter coming up. We'll hand it off. They've got him behind the line as a tackle for loss to wrap up the 3rd quarter. As we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. fake, looking to throw. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Oh, and he fumbles. The defense has got it. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown. Oklahoma. A huge defensive score. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Here the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. And 10, they'll look to throw it. Using his legs on the scramble. The junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quick throw over the middle. Oh, it's nearly intercepted, but dropped by an excellent defensive player. He's going to bring up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Going to scramble now. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down. On the field trying to chip away at this lead. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking for his big tight end.
Yes.
And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big fourth down stop.
Well, with 3 minutes to go in this game, Chris, down by a couple scores, you have to go for this. Thought the offense had a great shot. Now they're going to rely on their defense to try to get a quick stop.
Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Sooners.
I love this after a sudden change. You get a big stop by your own defense. You come out with pretty good field position. You take a shot, and it pays off. Boy, what a change in momentum right here.
He got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Clemson offense is back out there. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. The pass rush closing in. On the move now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Boy, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside, and on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving this quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much here in the fourth quarter.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. An important third down attempt for this offense. Can he make it to the marker? Did not get there, and now it's going to bring out fourth down and 1. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Breaks an open space. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Oh, come on, ref. Give it to him. What a huge run. He takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line. And you could tell once he got through that second level of the defense, he was thinking, I'm taking this to the house. And he almost did, but brought down just short at the 1-yard line.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in 1 game? What a day.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. The pocket breaking down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Wants to throw it. Pressure is coming. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Bringing pressure. The receiver grabs it. The reception gets about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Complete to the running back, but can he get there? No, he stopped short on 4th down. The defense making a play that should just about secure this victory. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Catch made in space. Look out. Touchdown, Sooners. A great catch and run for 6.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out and executing the play called and continuing to put points on the board.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Heading left after the handoff. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking...
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He could go. Out past the 30. And the 10. Takes it all the way back for a pick six. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First play of the drive now from the 25. And the back now goes in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback, pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes the grab. Heads out of bounds and a short gain on the play.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
He's running out of time here. The junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. They'll throw it to the line here with the clock running. Looking to throw now on first down. Defense is coming after him. Important second down play coming up. Looking for a man. Pitch made across the middle by the running back. And now the defense able to bring him down. Impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk. But they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.